morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday, hump day. Hump day. And I'm about 10 minutes late in moving today. I was up working on some projects that came to me last minute. I have a couple things that I got to get out the door this week. Although I do, a lot of things that are on here, and I show a lot of, ways to do things. I do have business that comes from, my Etsy shop or my people that I've done stuff for in the past, or family or friends who ask me to do things as well. And I have the opportunity to work on a couple projects that were thrown my way last minute, but I took them on anyway. I'm up for the challenge. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So I created these things last night, and I had to work on a printer that I hadn't worked on or set up. And I had to go through some troubleshooting. I think I talked to you guys about letting merchandise sit, and you're not using it. If you're not using it, you need to get rid of it. I think I heard this reiterated last night when we were in I was on, not me, but I was listening to me live on last evening, and it referenced the same thing, that all this merchandise that you guys obtain, and you have it sitting and it's not working in your favor, which prompts me to pull that machine out, because I was going to outsource this and put it and pay for it to be done. And you know what, I had to eat my own words. It stared me back in the face because I heard them again. So I pulled that piece of equipment out and had to work it. So today's motivation is practice what you preach. If you can't practice what you preach, then you are preaching in vain. I think my little thingy came out. I was trying to do this with my earpiece. Okay. I was trying to do it with my earpiece so you guys won't hear all the noise from my truck. I have all-terrain tires on, so it's gonna make a whole lot of noise because I'm riding up high like big boys. They're high trucks or whatever. But I want to make sure you guys can hear me today, because I heard a whole lot of noise from the truck yesterday. But practice what you preach. Back to that. If you're on here and you're speaking information as a mentor, coach, influencer, whatever genre you fit yourself into being, because you're all of those in one. If you look at it from a standpoint of the definition of them, they're all the same. So whether you're called an influencer, whether you're called a mentor, whether you call a coach, whether you call a resource, because that's what YouTube University is. It's a resource. Sorry about that. Just when I was getting to meet, my alarm goes off. As I said, I'm late. YouTube University is a resource. It's a resource for you to obtain information and do your research on the subject matter and see if it could help you solve your problem. So you being an influencer, mentor, coach, resource, or whatever you want to call yourself in this genre, because I don't know what you call yourself or how you perceive yourself. But people come on here to help, one, solve a problem. They're trying to figure out how to fix something, and you're the resource in which they're using to fix it or to learn how to do it. And we, as resourcers or researchers or influencers, mentors, or whatever, we provide them a source that allows them to retain their problem to be resolved. Now, we, me included, give all this information, and sometimes we don't give it all to them, and we give them parts of that resource, and we leave out some parts that they have to figure out on their own. And it's okay, and that's done not just with me or anyone else in the YouTube university land. We all do it at some point. And the user has to know that, you know, even on TikTok or wherever other resource that you're looking at this stuff, they tell you a portion of the things that need to be done, and they don't tell you all of the steps that need to be taken. Like, for instance, they have things out there, how to fix your credit and how to do this, how to do that, or whatever, and they give you all these little things in that one little bullet shot or whatever, but they didn't give you everything. It's a whole other section that needs to be completed to get your stuff done. We've got to understand that when we are telling these things, they're following our footsteps behind, thinking it's going to get them to where they're trying to get to, and when they don't, then they're still stuck in limbo trying to figure it out. And that's where, you know, we need to practice what we preach. Either we're giving them to them, or hey, here's a class that you can come to that I'm giving, you know, for $25 or whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a master class, it's a regular class, it's a training, it's a whatever. And just say that. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not betraying your followers. You're not betraying your people who look at you. It's foggy today, guys, because it's been raining, like I said, every day. We have been under some type of storm watch, or hail watch, or thunderstorm watch, or heavy rains, or whatever. So it's very, very dreary here. I can't see right in front of me. My lights are on. But that's my spiel today. Practice what you preach. If we're not going to give them the whole shebang, tell them that. This is just a guide. Tell them that. Therefore, they know they're not looking for it to be from beginning to end, and there's nothing left out in between. This is just a resource. You're still going to have other steps. You're being honest, but don't listen to me. Listen. Keep it real on this Wednesday hump day, including that goes for me too. So I've got to practice what I preach, and I'm using my machines today. I got my print, and it came out really, really nice. So I'll put that here, that picture of the thing here. I haven't given to the person, so I may not be able to do that. But maybe I'll show you guys on my YouTube page once that person has it later. I'll probably post it as a short or something. You guys be blessed. It is time for me to get to work and get this bad day, dreary day, bad day, this dreary day on its rockers. Minor designs here. So I gave you information that you can use. Like and subscribe. Be blessed.